Three, two, one. Hello, everyone. This is Giants here. Oh, let's just pretend like we didn't see that.
Alrighty then.
Okay, so internet issues aside, gonna talk about what we're gonna do in today's video. In today's video, we're actually gonna take a personal challenge that I gave myself of making waterproof redstone. Basically, I'm going to be taking redstone designs that people have done or functions that people have done and make it so it's completely waterproof. And so what I'm defining waterproof as is I can drop water on it and it won't break. And that I can also build the system completely underwater and not have to worry about the redstone breaking and stuff like that. So you'll see that we do have a couple of comparators in this, but there is a design function in them so that you can place them easily. So we're going to get to that, and let's get over some like housekeeping. First of all, again, pretend like you didn't see it. First of all, I would like to give a shout out to JovXCry for just supporting the channel and just sticking around. And I would also like to give a shout out to all the people that have subscribed lately and have watched lately. I've got 1,000 views in my Minecraft printer design and my shulker box swapper, and we'll get an update to that because I actually updated it over there. But we'll get to that and also talk about new recording software. For some of you that don't know, the last few videos that I've done with Minecraft, I've used a screen capture that was free, but it wasn't good because it had a bug where it would offset the entire screen, and so I'd have to minimize Minecraft or else it wouldn't work. And that's why the video quality wasn't so good. So we've upgraded that. The next thing on my list is, of course, microphone upgrade. But give your feedback down in the comments to see if of just like how do you like this video, and also we're going to be doing a different style. Today we have a lot more jokes and gags because I've gotten tired of being so boring and basic. So look forward to that. And so, well, I don't know anything else. Do you guys think of anything else?
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Get on with it.
First up on the list is a double piston extender. This was what my first thing I made because the reason why I wanted to do this was because I realized that a lot of people put double piston extenders for like walkways underwater, and then they end up accidentally breaking something and the whole entire thing gets flooded. So I thought, what if you could actually make a walkway like this? And so it's super cool because it's completely waterproof, and it's really cool to watch, honestly. We'll like douse it with some water and you can see we'll go boom. Boom. And it'll just boom. And then you press the button again. It works like a T flip-flop. Just how it works, it has a rising edge and falling edge process. And as you see, it's like a dual tileable, so you can put them side to side or all the way down. So it's really cool that way. And then I decided, what else could I do? Well, then I did a sideways double piston extender. And to make that tileable, you have to have this running down. And you can see how we have to change it just a little bit. So instead of a trap door here, you would actually put in an observer, and the observer seeing this trail, and it'll activate here, and then this guy gets seen by that. This one's very similar. This one activates here, and then this one sees and then goes down here. But you have to make an update just because it's a little finicky that way. Now, if you want all the redstone underneath the piston extender, that's a good one to go for. Yeah, I like the dual tileables, being able to put it sideways. But yeah, you can see we have a downwards facing one with all the redstone on the left side. You can do it on the right side. It doesn't matter. Now here's one that's flat. This one I can't make stackable, but it makes a very tight fit. There's like some block update problems in here that I haven't been able to fix. So if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below to fix this one. But as it is, it actually works pretty well. Then I decided, what if I did a triple piston extender? This one took me probably the longest, and what was a construction of about over a month of like getting on and getting off of it, mainly because of making it completely out of observers. It's kind of a pain. You can see it has like a little funky thing when water hits it, but what happens is it actually fixes itself when you press a button, and you'll actually never have that problem again until you remove that water source, and then it'll actually like freak out again, but then it'll actually set itself down in, you don't have to fix anything. This one's not waterproof necessarily.
Inconceivable!
You can do some stuff to this. For example, if the water gets updated next year, it would break this, possibly. But as you can see, it's a sideways facing. You can probably do some other things to protect the rails. The reason why I have rails here is because they're instant, and they'll allow it to be tileable. Because what happens is rails attach to each other, and so they don't attach this way and this way. So it allows you to kind of do a redstone with channels. So it's really cool. I saw that and I decided to do that, and I thought this was cool. Now the next one to do is not a piston extender, but also a item elevator. So as you see, you can grab some items, and one thing to notice is that we have this comparator here and this sign. So the thought is you would build this entire thing except the comparator, and then you'd go over here and you would drop the sign in here, this being underwater. And I'll actually do this so that we can replicate. So I'll break these. So what you do is you drop the sign, and this of course will have water in it because, well, you're building underwater. What you do is you just go boom, and there you go. No water, no problems. So it basically works off of the piston extends when the comparator sees something, and it activates this observer elevator. And you can actually put 2 hopper inputs into this because the observer blocks have a faster tick than what the hoppers do. So you can actually make this a very, very, very fast system. You can see we're building up. We're almost there. There we go. Yeah, 64. Double checking. Yeah, 64. So yeah, there's this design. It's just, of course, an item elevator with the sides. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to be doing any like walkthroughs or tutorials of any of this because they're so thin and so small that you can just pause the video and look at it. Now this one's another idea that I had. I'll actually sneak peek. Yeah. This one was in the Minecraft printer. As you can see, it's just an item, a block pusher, and completely waterproof, like all the other ones. It doesn't cause a problem with this because your thought is when it moves, a air block actually updates it, so it doesn't matter. It works the same thing with water. Now this one's a slightly updated shulker box swapper. Instead of using redstone, it uses a trapdoor. It's pretty simple. It's like my 3rd update, but then we get to the 4th update, and this hopper is just there for a placeholder. So I kind of got into item clogging. It's a new type of item filter I came up with, and I'm using it in a couple things. I have another video that I'm gonna start working on later that uses it in a different way and makes life a lot easier, and I honestly think should be in every Minecraft world. But as you can see, we also have another comparator here with a sign on top. Works the same way. We have this block here to protect on this side. So of course the comparator would get break if it get hit by water, but we make it so that it's invincible pretty much. And as you can see, we press a button and it goes through in cycles. So what you need is this pulse to be a regular pulse into this guy so that you have everything work right. And then this one, these two don't need to be regular, so that's why you have the observers there. If you had the observers into this guy, you would end up with another shulker box in here because it would actually send 2 in. But yeah, you can see, press this button, and what happens is the hoppers have a priority on the first parts, and so you'll always have the first one go, and so the other ones will never go. So what happens is we just lock and unlock this one hopper and allows for every single thing else to move through. You can make this infinitely long. you would just have to cycle through a lot more. This is in response to when I actually came out with that shulker box cycler, and people didn't really like how there was a bit of randomness to it. So I decided to make one that wasn't so random.
If you want to get anything done in this country, you've got to complain to go blue in the mouth.
And it's not the smallest it could be, but of course it is waterproof, and it's really hard to make this kind of stuff waterproof. And some of you might be thinking, why would I want this waterproof? Well, why not? It's just something you could say, is that your entire like house can get hit by a trunade, and you just sit pretty. So yeah, there you go. We have all of the systems that I've made. If you guys have any suggestions on things you could do to make something waterproof, I did try to take a crack at item sorting, but it just went too funky. I was using a comparator and a redstone dust with an observer on it, and the observer would actually detect when the redstone dust would be more powerful, and so that's how it would work. But the problem is if you had a steady stream going, then the entire system would start having problems, and it was just funky to also make it waterproof. I could probably make one that's not waterproof, but it would take a lot more time, and I wanted to get this out, and I took a little too long on the triple piston extender. So here you go. Sorry for being gone for so long, and we're still Alex. Bummer. Sorry for being gone for so long. I've been tempted to do this video earlier, but I kept wanting to do a new style of actually recording, and so that's why it took so long, as I was trying to put together the screen capture. And I've been working on some other projects lately, doing some stream running for another group in my area, and so haven't been able to dedicate much to this channel as I could to that one. So yeah, bummer. But I should be back with more videos in the future. I do have summer break right now, and I have a steady like work schedule and stuff, so that I don't have to worry about having to just suddenly have to do something as much anymore. So I should be at least getting one video out a week. I want to try to at some point be able to do one a day or one every other day, but we'll see how that goes. If you guys have any suggestions for any videos or a challenge for me, I would love to do that. I love challenges. I'm also going to be looking at doing some Overwatch content pretty soon, along with Minecraft, because I like them both. Also give your thoughts on Titanfall 2. That's a game I've been playing a lot recently, but the thing is I can only hold my attention on a couple of games at a time. So those are literally the 3 games I play at the moment, and Titanfall I haven't played in a while. But I still like it, and I may or may not do a video. I think probably not, just because of the content on my channel, and that it's a rated M game. I don't really like that, but bummer. Okay, so remember, please like, subscribe, comment, share if you want to. Thank you all for your support. We got 1,000 views on the last couple of videos, and hundreds of views and a bunch of others. So we're moving up in the world. This community is growing, and I welcome all the new viewers.
The Jericho.
Thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Cue outro. Bye. Wait. I have to say arrivederci. Have a nice day. There we go. Bye. Hey.